3 months to surrender to begin serving his time.
The New York Republican pleaded guilty last year to identity theft and wire fraud charges. Let's go to CNN's Brynn Gingras, who joins us with the details. And Brynn, you were inside the courtroom today for the sentencing. How did it go down? How did Santos respond?
Yeah, I mean, it was quite dramatic, Boris and Brianna. I got to tell you, the judge in this case, the federal judge, expressing some real disappointment in George Santos before handing down this sentence, essentially saying that he is fully deserving of the sentence that she was about to give him. And when she did add up the total of 87 months, which is what the prosecution was requesting in this case, George Santos put his hands over his face and he was just sobbing in court. The judge, really a sticking point for her was that she said he really has not expressed any remorse. She said she's looked through all the paperwork that she had in front of her. She listened to him, and she just does not believe he feels any guilt, even though he pled guilty to 2 crimes for defrauding mostly tons of people. One of the things that was interesting that did come up in court today was the fact that he made over $360,000 with cameo appearances, with documentary appearances, going on podcasts. And the judge says, I find it incredible that you didn't even set up a savings account to begin the process of paying back these people that you defraud. So that was a major moment that the judge was really sticking to before she handed down that sentence. Now, George Santos did get a moment to address the judge before she handed down the sentence, and he was crying during that brief statement that he had written out, essentially saying that he felt bad about what happened, that he know that he, lost the trust of so many people, but really it was not enough. Now, I want you to hear from an interview he did prior to this sentencing where he talks about the possibility of going to jail. Here's what he had to say.
If you look at the matters of everything I stood for in Congress and the type of people that we're targeting now that are already in custody, it's exactly the same people. So it's like putting a hen in the foxhole. So I just think that the appropriate thing would do would be protective custody. So that would equate to solitary confinement.
Now, this is something that he actually had his lawyers was like tapping him to say, please ask for protective custody. But the judge did not think it was necessary to request protective custody. It's unclear exactly what federal prison he will go to, but he does report and will surrender to begin that 87-month sentence on July 25th, guys.
Wow, stunning developments.